Hello everybody and welcome back to a new week of Ruin King Elite Legends story. I've not actually changed the party around just yet. I went to actually do that, and since we're on the island still, it's saying that I need the Yasuo, so I'm not sure if I'm going to use them or not, so I figured to go ahead and just continue on the story until it lets us change. So yeah, we are back and we're going to return to Bilgewater. Or it lets me choose. Can I not? Can I just go back? Interesting. Can I change away from Yasuo now that I'm here? What's Necro got to say right now? There are many secrets in the vaults below the islands. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's true. We still have quite a bit of things we don't know. Like, we have those statues that point that we can change the directions that we not figured out. There was the whole... What is that shadow? Oh wait, have the monsters here upgraded? Is that supposed to... Oh no. Yeah, they have upgraded, but we're technically past them already. Whatever. But yeah, there's the astrolabe puzzle that we never figured out because like it was like a gem in like light, but if I went to touch it, it was like blocked. I don't know if you guys remember that. So then I figured that out. Can I change it? I can. Okay. Well then, if I can change our party up, I'll be right back, and we'll have a new setup, and then we'll actually go to Bilgewater. 1 second. Alright, we're back, and I have a new squad set up right here. We have Braum, Pike, and Yasuo. Now, you won't find too much different than last week in terms of Yasuo and Pike. I did swap a couple of Yasuo's items. I don't have him try to go for max crit, because I really thought, like, this is just a lot of damage to lose for, like, 0.6 crit. I mean, like, yeah. So I've maxed out his damage as basically as much as I can. They all have the same like side stuff, like the ring, neck, trinket. They all have the same with that. It's just different like levels of enchanted because I don't have enough of the purple essence to get them all maxed out right now. So yeah, I have them all going for just max damage as much as possible. The ring gives a bit of stamina, and the piltover gives a little bit of crit. But I'm going for max damage. In terms of runes, Yasuo's is the exact same, just maximum crit as much as possible. This right here, actually, this Hone Blade, is the reason why I decided to take away some of Yasuo's crit and items. Is because there's times where he kind of maxed out, like, already. With this giving me, like, 20 something. Not to mention his group-wide buff that gives 25 for him and then 20 for everyone else. Like, he had a bit too much crit. So I thought it would be fine to max out his damage, considering we were reaching cap anyway. Pike, exact same, I think. He had like 2 extra points, so. But yeah, like I have it to where his bleeds, poisons, and ignites can crit. He makes a bleed on crit and a poison on crit, which is a billion damage. Type power and crit chance, crit chance, crit chance. So this is all the same except a little more. Since I do have Yasuo, I am going for kind of like a group crit thing, kind of like I did last week with RA Misfortune, where I tried to see how they would do with all the crit stuff. I have that going on as well, but this time, since Pike has some special stuff going on with crit, like the bleeds and stuff, we'll have Pike. He is just like last week. He has a bunch of bleeds and poisons, and he has a bit of stealth. I had 2 extra points to put into his abilities, so he now starts in stealth. Which will let me do an instant ambush if I feel like using mana. And I also have it to where I put an extra point in plunder, where it does more damage if I have execute, because Pike's going to be critting a lot. So he should get execute, and even if he doesn't, I want him to be able to use plunder effectively. And since we don't have any actual healers in the group this week, I did change it to where on a kill with plunder, he will heal everybody. I think it'd be pretty nice. But everything else is pretty much the same. Just bleeds, poisons, and a little bit of stealth going on with everything with crit to help with the bleeds and poisons. Go back to runes. I have Braum. I gave him as much crit as possible, which he only has one. He has this, which gives him 30% crit chance in the first turn. But I don't know. First turn it's just not what I'm about. So I gave him the 50% extra, and then everything else is just like I have extra damage, extra damage. I love him starting with a shield, so I gave him that and then 30% extra shields because he's kind of the support this group week. He's like my Ari. He's gonna be shielding a bunch for everybody, but I still wanted him to do damage. And I also gave him a bit of haste because 10% haste just sounded really good. There's only 2 points, so it seemed pretty good. Okay, also exact same, like actually exact same. Like, well, no. I technically have one thing changed, but like everything else is just exact same. Just giving crit to everybody, getting Steel Tempest because Raging Wind is really good now. I made it to where you can store an extra stack of flow because since he crits almost guaranteed now, him getting flow is nice because we don't have a healer this week, so him having a shield as much as possible is really good for survivability. So he won't have as much overcharge from flow, but he'll get some more shielding. This is the exact same, but I made Raging Wind instead of on a crit applying bleed, which is really good. It's a lot of damage, and I wanted to keep it. I think him also healing himself for each crit was also really nice, considering we don't have a healer. We only have someone that can apply shields. And so, I don't know. This might change later, but right now, I think him being able to heal himself is really nice. And then Braum, like I said, I maxed out Stand Behind Me and Poros next, to where if this is on everybody, they take 5% less damage. It just has a bigger shield, and then each turn the shield stays, it gets bigger. If they don't break it, it just gets bigger, which I think is dope. I thought about healing, but this kind of feeds itself. I thought that was pretty cool. It might change later, but we'll see. Poros next. Made it cheap in mana cost. I made it to where in speed lane it heals, which I think is going to be really nice. And I gave it push forward because it sounds good. Because Braum does have a lot of damage, but he's not going to do as much as Pike or Yasuo. But so I like that he can push them forward because he's going to be like a true support almost. And then Winter's Bite gives more pushback because concussion is really not that great. Does more damage and then gets a shield. Which, I mean, hey, gives a shield. That sounds dope. Do damage, give a shield. I still made him to where he can taunt because I know last week we had issues with last week we didn't have a tank at all, so he couldn't taunt. But the week before that we had issues to where we didn't taunt enough. And I like this because he can get healed each time he gets hit, which it's very little, but it might be nice. Overcharge because this is only a one-time thing, and then he taunts longer. His auto attack isn't too great. If for whatever reason I finally get 12 stacks of concussion on something, it'll do extra damage. It has extra damage, and then it gives us thunder, which I think is nice. That's it. That's Braum. That's the whole team. I'm excited. So it's like crit based, but I have a support that only shields. The 2 damage dealers can kind of heal themselves in a way. Like they each have some way to sort of heal themselves. But other than that, I have a ton of bleeds and damage. I have crits and a ton of damage. And then Braum. Yeah, let's go to Bilgewater. See if we can't make this team beat up the Ruin King.
Welcome back to Bilgewater, Gangplank. My Bilgewater. I bet this wasn't the homecoming you were dreaming of.
Fortune, I'm not the same man whose ship you sank all those years ago. My pride is gone. Only my destiny remains. If I have to arrive in chains, so be it. I still have friends in this city. I'll be on the throne again soon.
You know what your problem is? Those old friends of yours. Most of them work for me now, and they like it better that way.
Oh, Fortune. They don't respect a peacemaker. Everyone's just waiting for the right moment to stick a blade in your back.
Lock him up, Raffen. Some sell where the tide leaks in and the sun can't reach.
I'll be seeing you, Fortune.
Sure you will. At the execution.
You should let me go kill him now.
Nobody will believe he's dead unless I do it in public, myself. But that will have to wait until after Bilgewater survives the Ruined King.
I will go to my people. They may be able to help.
That's true, I kind of forgot. They're supposed to be like chasing Viego here. How they got there in time, I don't know about that one. Maybe he also did more wind magic.
Dark clouds gather on the horizon, Lawi. Like the Harrowing, but vaster, crueler.
Though you helped us before, I failed to stop this harrowing. An ancient king has risen with a heart full of rage.
And you have come to make another request of me.
Yes. We have a powerful amulet that can contain the king, but he has corrupted it.
I doubt we could repair it here in Bilgewater. Our temples do not have the strength to purify an evil like that.
Could I bring it to the Buru capital?
I cannot permit that. Such an artifact could bring the king's rage down upon our people too. It may be safer to evacuate Bilgewater than to save it.
But Elder, I know of another place sacred to Nagakaboros. When we were in the Purification Temple, I learned about an ancient Buru forge in the Shadow Isles. What is this forge? A place of power like that could purify the amulet.
You have not heard of it because it is forbidden. It was abandoned by our ancestors.
You granted me the help of the Serpent Callers, but this forge is too much.
We have no records of its location. That place is loathsome to Nagakaburos.
Elder, since I left Bilgewater, I have prayed for another vision, but she has been silent. Her teachings, my old assumptions, everything is clouded and strange. But I think the goddess wants me to challenge these things, to go to forbidden places and dig up forgotten truths. She is testing me, and I will serve her by making difficult decisions and trusting my own judgment. I will find this forge, purify this amulet, and trap the ruined king. No ancient warning can stop me.
Let's go, Lawi. Ooh. Everyone's gonna have their own little moments? Oh, it's a group thing. Looks like a Warcraft 3
All right,
intro.
Raffen. Do your men need anything else?
We're set, Captain. The crews are distributing supplies.
This city has weathered a harrowing before. We can do it again.
Hilawi, welcome to the war room. I have never been in one before.
What did your elders say? Will they help us cleanse the amulet?
They cannot.
What? Why?
There is no ritual site in Bilgewater strong enough to do it. We could use the Buru Forge instead, but it is forbidden. They will not tell me where it is.
The forge you read about, it's on the Shadow Isles. How do we even find a place like that?
Necrit. He would know.
Yes, that old spirit would know every inch of his domain.
We should pay him another visit.
But this forbidden place, how forbidden is forbidden?
I do not know, nor do I care. Nagakaboros loves change and motion, so we shall challenge this ancient warning, bring some motion to a dusty, forgotten place. On a mission like this, I am honored to have you all by my side. Let us prepare ourselves for another journey, then forge a weapon to defeat the ruined king.
Fortune, you lead well.
I thought you didn't like captains, leaders, the whole concept.
The people of Bilgewater, you won't leave them to drown. Some would cut the rope. Let the weak sink to the bottom.
But I won't. So what? You gonna take me off that list of yours?
I hope. You're at the end. There are many more deserving necks between the ruined king and you.
Oh, you wanna kill me last? That's sweet.
It isn't sweet.
But thank you, Pike. You and we've got more in common than I thought. After this whole thing is over, maybe we can make an arrangement.
I think not. You're still Captain Fortune.
Alright, sure. Meanwhile, god dang, is this like Star Wars? Go watch a movie.
Where is she? My love is near. I can feel her crying out to me. She is waiting for me in Bilgewater.
If only he was that strong in real league. Alright, real talk though. How the heck do we have this whole thing where we're trying to get here in time before Diego gets here? But yet we get here faster somehow, even though we got derailed. Okay, cool. But yeah, no, like we get here in time somehow, even though we got derailed on a random island. We beat him too here, and then now we think, okay, let's go back to the Shadow Isles. Before, we just made it here in time before Viego, but now we have enough time to go to the Shadow Isles, get this amulet, and then come back. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I'll do it. We gotta play the game. I don't know. Oh, I forgot about this place. Dude, I've not been like to this part of Bilgewater in a hot minute. But this is like one of the prettiest spots in this game, actually. The like entrance to the estate is really nice. Oh, nope, 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 nope. This way? We're in Bilgewater again, so I'm gonna have to open my map like 40 times just to figure out one area. Got this cool electric nitro pike now, dude. Pretty dope. You know, while in Bilgewater, actually, I have a ton of black marks. I could go buy a new skin. Probably get the Yasuo one. His looks really dope. That's one of my favorites from the beginning. Okay. Yep. Alright. I still want to know why these ropes glow. Like, I know ropes get hot and stuff, but like, why do those glow? I don't get it.